Mr. Markle is going to London to visit the Queen. And this is, I say we get the popcorn ready, because this is going to be quite a very interesting Queen's Jubilee. I mean, even though we really want it to be all about the Queen and nobody else, I'm afraid that we're going to have a little trouble, because everyone's following this drama with Harry and Meghan, and then this thing of her father coming over there and to try to talk to the royal family and try to meet Harry and the kids is a whole other thing thrown in. I said, I'm wondering what Netflix thinks they're going to get out of this. Are they thinking they're going to get something exciting? Well, they're probably not going to be allowed very close to the royal family, so poor Netflix better just plan on having a kind of dull documentary. Anyway, I said with Mr. Markle showing up to the Jubilee, it's kind of would be like, you know, your father coming to your high school dance, you know, and talking to all your teachers and everything. It'd be so terribly embarrassing. So I think it's an embarrassment for Meghan and Harry, and I would think they'd want to stay away, and I'm surprised they're not. Because, see, now, optics. This will make them look bad, I think, if he's there and they are there and they ignore him and snub him. That's going to make the news. And then if the royals will see Mr. Markle, which I really think they should. After all, I mean, he is, the other grandfather-in-law, Prince Charles, should talk to him. And, I mean, it's no fault of Mr. Markle's that his daughter turned out the way she did. I mean, he did his best, but sometimes kids just go their own way. Yeah, I mean, sometimes people say, oh, you can blame the parents for how the kids turn out. I mean, to an extent, maybe in high school and college, but once they're, past 30, it's like the kid has got to be responsible for how their life turned out and what they do on their own. So we're not going to blame Mr. Markle for anything, because she's just out of control, and we don't know what goes on in that little head of hers. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. This reality TV show takes another twist. What are Harry and Meghan going to do to react to being snubbed on the balcony? And of course they will take it as a snub, even though they said it's only going to be for working royals. I mean, are they going to start crying racism again? Are they going to try to get other big interviews and say how they were snubbed from the balcony? And as I said, so unfortunately, even though we'd like this to be all about the Queen, there's going to be some factions that will distract. With the drama, Harry and Meghan drama, and her dad coming in, and will they get to see the kids? Will he not get to see the kids? Will the Queen get to see the kids? All these dramatic things are surfacing. And as I said, Harry and Meghan need to be there because their royal connection is waning, and their royal connections are what is keeping them financially afloat, even though they don't want to admit it. Let's face it, Meghan doesn't have much talent in anything. Her talent is in her married title. Talent in the title. So, I mean, being a princess and all was a great opportunity. It's something she really could have done something with had she been honest and upright and forthright with everyone, but as we all know it, she isn't, and she wasn't. So no use crying over spilt milk. But as they've been saying, that their popularity is waning, and especially Meghan's is waning, because like I said, her claim to fame is being married to the prince. And being married to the prince only carries you so far. And Taz was saying that they're starting to notice that, Harry is the one who is getting the engagements and getting the publicity and getting the little goofy jobs. And Meghan's sort of floundering. Her Netflix got canceled. She has her podcast coming up this summer, but we'll see what happens with that. But, yeah, I think her steam of Meghan's fame and her notoriety is beginning to run out. So it's going to be interesting to see what she does next to try to keep herself relevant and to try to keep herself going, as it were. Also, there was notice that an old beau of Meghan's, that Marcus, has come up again, was in pictures seen with them out, so that's interesting. I mean, everyone says there's going to be a divorce sooner or later, and it seems like it does stand to reason, but I mean, do you think Meghan could find another man? With all the, the baggage and all the notoriety and everything, I mean, I guess she could. Stranger things have happened, but you think she'll be able to find another high-level man of the world? We shall see. And another thing is that Meghan is losing her power to shut people up. Her and the Sussex squad. Now, with the purchase of Twitter and promise from Elon Musk for more free speech, I don't think that the Sussex squad will be getting away with all their threats like they have been used to doing. So that's another thing. But that's the way it goes, folks. Tyrants rise and tyrants fall, and we're all glad to see when they fall. And they go woke and go broke. So yes, we'll keep our eyes peeled. I definitely want to report on the Thomas Markle's trip to England. GB News is bringing him over, so they have royal connections. I am sure that some people in the royal family will talk with him, and I do especially think that, it would be a nice gesture for, especially Prince Charles and, even William, to talk to him and just show that they're friendly, they're open, and they're not holding any ill will. And I think that's what Mr. Markle wants to bring across too. He wants to, like I said, he wants to apologize for his family. See, I mean, I would think that would embarrass Meghan. I'm sure it will. Her dad is going over to apologize for her behavior. I mean, like, how embarrassing is that? But somebody who is as ruthless and hard as she is, maybe she won't get embarrassed. But it will be interesting to see what's going to happen at the Jubilee. All right, folks, we'll talk to you later. Take care. Let freedom ring.